Katha brought to you by Techno India University. The term Katha literally translates into a fairy tale. In contemporary times, the quintessential fairy tale for a university student is, of course, their placement. So, of course, you may ask why, and I will tell you the answer. It is, of course, a gateway to the professional realm and the culmination of their academic endeavors, signifying their hard earned success. So, today we are back with yet another episode of a story of success, hard work, and determination. So, let us welcome Ms. Tapoja Saha. She is an alumnus of Techno India University. She is a student of computer applications, and of course, she has been successfully placed at Tata Consultancy Services. So, Tapoja, I welcome you with all my heart, and of course, on behalf of the Techno India group, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to you, and I wish you all the success with your future endeavors.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. So, Tapoja, tell me something. So you started out as a student, right? You of course, and now you have been placed at Tata Consultancy Services. And I think, as you were telling me earlier, also that this is a very important, time of your life. So tell me something about the first day when you stepped into Techno India University. How was it like?
Um, it was wonderful experience, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
During the first day, I was very scared.
Right.
I didn't know that whether I will be able to make friends or not,
Right.
and how will be the professors.
Right.
A new environment, and I'm entering into like Techno India University. So I was kind of happy but scared as well.
Right.
But when I entered, I felt like it was like homecoming. It was a wonderful experience. I didn't feel like I'm new here.
Right.
It was like I know this place.
Right, yeah. Homecoming, it is such a lovely word. And of course, all of us at Techno India universities, faculty, students, I think we all feel that this is a home and we are all one family together. So, now going on to the next question, Tapoja, tell me, do you know something about the organization that you're going to work with? So, you can give us some insights about the organization to our viewers. And of course, since you are stepping into a professional life for the first time, you might have some expectations, of course, from your professional field. So in terms of who your seniors are going to be, how strict or how casual they're going to be with you, or in terms of how your team members are going to be. So tell us how excited you are and give us a little bit of insight regarding the organization.
Um, as we all know that TCS is one of the biggest IT consulting organizations in India. So I am very much looking forward in joining TCS. At the same time, I am nervous also because this is my first job.
Right.
So I don't know how it will be, but I'm sure it will be nice only.
Right. To my viewers, if you remember, some of you, if you remember that, when you stepped into your career, of course, it was a nervous first day, just like when we stepped into university or when we stepped into school life, it was nervous for us. So, in a similar manner, of course, Tapoja is a little nervous, but I would like to tell her that she is a very bright student. She's also received a gold medalist, right, in the convocation this year. Bronze medalist. I'm really sorry about that. So, she's received a bronze medal in the convocation this year. So, of course, she's a very bright student and I'm sure she will work wonders at Tata Consultancy Services. So my next question to you is that how did you become aware of this vacancy?
Actually, we have a WhatsApp group of our Techno India's only training and placement cell.
Right.
So from there, we were notified about the placement drive,
Right.
and basically we were asked to register in the TCS Next Step portal.
Right.
And then we were like step by step, we were guided how to apply for drive and all.
Right, right. Can you elaborate a little bit about your job role? So, what are you expected to do at your workplace?
Actually, still now we haven't got the joining letter.
Right.
But I think for the first year, we will be under training period,
Right.
and then TCS will be giving us our job roles.
Right. So, Tapuja, tell me something. Do you remember the day when you walked in for the interview? Okay. And what was your experience of the interview like? Tell us a little bit about that.
That was also my first interview.
Right.
So I was also nervous that day also. But the panel that I got
Right,
was very friendly. They made me feel very comfortable.
right.
And it was like, at first when I entered the room, I was very, very nervous. But then slowly when we started talking, the interview started, I was comfortable.
Right. To all my viewers, I would like you all to congratulate Tapoja because it was her first interview and she cracked it, right? So, congratulations again,
Thank you, ma'am.
Tapoja, for that. Now, tell us a little bit, so as you mentioned that, the university has a placement cell and they do support you from time to time in terms of, providing you with job opportunities. So, tell me a little bit about how the university, contributed towards your success in terms of, learning, in terms of knowledge, in terms of, getting you placed, in terms of your extracurricular activities. Tell us a little bit about that.
First of all, our professors of our department, computer application department, were very helpful, very kind. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Also, we had aptitude classes. We were taught verbal ability, how to solve those, then aptitude like numerical ability and
Mm-hmm.
all. Then we were taught how to make CV.
Right.
And also, once we were made a session from TCS employee.
Mm-hmm.
He had come and
Mm-hmm.
he had took a session with us,
Mm-hmm.
like how to crack the interview, and he had given us many suggestions.
Right, and it did prove helpful to you,
Yes.
didn't it? Now, tell me something. Of course, there are very many courses, and you were telling us some of the courses that you've pursued. Okay, as a master's student, as a postgraduate student of computer application. So, tell me, how have they equipped you for the industry today?
I think all our subjects were very much important. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we had very uh, like good subjects like deep learning, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and whatnot. We had a lot of subjects, and I think all the subjects are going to be very useful for us.
Right. So, could you elaborate on those subjects, please? Because some of our viewers would like to know a little more on those subjects, and of course, how it sort of helped. So, for instance, you applied to TCS and you got the interview, and how did these courses then prepare you for these interviews, and finally, how is it going to prepare you for your job life?
Like, for example, in my final year, last
Mm-hmm.
semester, I had a project in deep learning,
Mm-hmm.
and our sir was our mentor. So he helped us a lot in that project. And during that interview, half of the time was we were speaking about that project only. So
Right.
they were quite impressed about that.
Right, right. All right. Now, tell us a little bit about whether the university offered any special assistance in preparing for your interview, and how did these classes, facilitate in you, being successful at your interview.
We also had demo interviews. Like,
Right.
we came to college and it was uh, like how the actual interview takes place.
Right.
Like that only we had demo interviews.
Right, and I believe that you had to prepare a CV as well as
Mhm.
cover letter, and tell us a little bit about that as well. If if there were any special classes that were given in order for you to prepare your CV, your cover letter, any grooming classes that were given to you. So tell us a little bit
Grooming
about.
classes were also there,
Hmm.
and we had sir had taught how to make a CV properly and all. And then he had also said that if you want to make sure that whether your CV is proper or not, you can also send me and I'll check it personally and give you feedbacks.
Right.
So I did that, and he also sent me feedbacks.
Right. So that's right. We also provide tailor-made, we tailor-made courses, and we of course, help our students so that they can of course, polish their CVs, and they can write better cover letters, right? And of course, along with that, they also receive grooming classes in terms of English speaking classes, aptitude classes. Would you like to say a little bit about that as well?
Yes, we also had
Hmm.
aptitude classes, and we had a quite a number of aptitude classes. Like
Hmm.
every day we used to have aptitude classes, and
Hmm.
that helped us a lot.
Right. Now, tell our viewers, the young viewers especially, what are the do's and don'ts of creating a CV? The one do and one don't.
I think it should be like uh, like properly arranged, like everything what is necessary should be there. And like we should not write everything what is necessary, that should only be there, like the highlight parts.
Right. Okay. And of course, about a cover letter, if you can give us a do and a don't for that. If you're writing a cover letter to your employer, what sort of, what sort of cover letter you should write, and what are the don'ts of a cover letter?
I think we should not write like any lies or something.
Yeah.
We should be very much like truthful, and if we don't know anything, we should not write that we know.
Very well said, Tapoja. It is very important for us to maintain our integrity and honesty, and that is, I think, that's what Techno India teaches you as well. That you should maintain integrity, and you should be sincere in whatever you write, and you should believe. But whatever you've written in your cover letter, you should know and you should believe in them, so that your interview is then a success, right? So going on to the next question, okay? You're of course aware of the fact that you're transitioning from the university environment to, of course, a professional world, right? And that will of course entail certain adjustments, okay? And there will be certain challenges as well, okay? I'm sure you're aware of that. So what changes or what challenges are you anticipating, and how are you preparing to navigate them?
I have not started preparing yet,
Yeah.
but I think I will be facing it. Like as it comes, I will just go with the flow.
Right. Go with the flow. That is a very honest as well as a very, Gen Z, if I were to use the term Gen Z way of looking at things. So of course she would of course be just going with the flow. Now tell me, okay, so this is about your experiences. Okay, so your experiences within the university. তুমি আমাদেরকে একটু বলো, আমাদের ভিউয়ার্সদেরকে বলো যে তোমার কি কি এমন এক্সপিরিয়েন্স আছে দ্যাট ইজ স্টিল স্টাক ইন ইয়োর মেমরি?
এভরিথিং লাইক প্রথম দিন যখন এসেছিলাম সেখান থেকে ফার্স্ট ক্লাস, দেন মেকিং ফ্রেন্ডস, লাইক টেকনো হ্যাজ গিভেন মি আ ওয়ান্ডারফুল সেট অফ ফ্রেন্ডস, লাইক ওরা খুব ভালো। দেন our convocation day, it was a very memorable day. Then I had also participated in a music program. So that was also memorable. We had spent almost like around 9:30 in the university. The whole university was like dark, but still we were enjoying. It was very nice.
রাইট। আর এমন কোনো স্মৃতি তোমার মনে পড়ে কোনো ফ্যাকাল্টির সাথে, কোনো একাডেমিক কোঅর্ডিনেটরের সাথে, বা কোনো ইউনিভার্সিটি ক্যাম্পাসের মধ্যে, যেটা এখনও তোমার মনের মধ্যে গেঁথে আছে?
I think everything, like আমাদের যখন অফ পিরিয়ড থাকতো, যখন আমরা ফ্রি থাকতাম, there is a swimming pool there.
Right.
We used to go there and sit and chat. Then like attending classes, then labs and all. Classes also, while attending, it was like online class ওরকম হয় না, offline classes like another level of fun. Like স্যার পড়াতো, মাঝে মাঝে মজা হতো. It was a wonderful experience.
Right. Okay. So I'm very glad যে তুমি বললে about cultural events, cultural activities, and I would like to share this with my viewers, okay, that I'm delighted to talk about the different cultural activities that we have, because in terms of development of the students, we not only support them with academic endeavors, but we also create different interests for them, and hence we have diverse clubs, okay, which focus on extracurricular activities which are dedicated to provide students with exposure and opportunities in their respective fields. So now we have with us Oshmita De, right? So Oshmita, could you please introduce yourself? Oshmita is our first year student, right? So Oshmita, if you could please introduce yourself and sing a few lines for all of us.
I'm Oshmita De from BTech, Techno India University, and I'm very glad that I'm pursuing in this university. So, as ma'am requested me to sing a song, then I will.
Yes,
sure,
please.
for sure.
Please.
মাঝে মাঝে তবু দেখা পাই চিরদিন কেন পাই না মাঝে মাঝে তবু কেন মেঘ আসে হৃদয় আকাশে কেন মেঘ আসে হৃদয় আকাশে তোমারে দেখিতে দেয় না মোহ মেঘে তোমারে অন্ধ করে রাখে তোমারে দেখিতে দেয় না মাঝে মাঝে তবু দেখা পাই চিরদিন কেন পাই না মাঝে মাঝে তবু ক্ষণিক আলোকে আখির পলকে তোমায় যবে পাই দেখিতে ওহে ক্ষণিক আলোকে আখির পলকে তোমায় যবে পাই দেখিতে ওহে হারাই হারাই সদা হয় ভয় হারাই হারাই সদা হয় ভয় হারাইয়া ফেলি চোখেতে আস না মিটিতে হারাইয়া পলক না পড়িতে হারাইয়া হৃদয় না জোড়াতে হারাইয়া ফেলি চোখেতে মাঝে মাঝে তবু দেখা পাই চিরদিন কেন পাই না মাঝে মাঝে তবু ওহে আর কারো পানে চাহিব না আর করিব হে আমি প্রাণপণ ওহে তুমি যদি বলো এখনই করিব তুমি যদি বলো এখনই করিব বিষয় বাসনা বিসর্জন দেব শ্রীচরণে বিষয় দেব কাতরে বিষয় দেব তোমার লাগি বিষয় বাসনা বিসর্জন মাঝে মাঝে তবু দেখা পাই চিরদিন কেন পাই না মাঝে মাঝে তবু থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ
It was brilliant, Oshmita, and as we say, sadhu sadhu sadhu. Thank you so much. So now going back to Tapoja again. So Tapoja, tell me now that Oshmita has sung such a lovely song. So আমি থাকতে পারছি না, but আমি তোমাকে এটা জিজ্ঞেস করতে চাই যে তুমি গান গেয়েছো তাই তো তো how were you encouraged to sing a song? How did you come across that you'll have to sing? And I think you sung for a fest, I think.
It was computer application meet.
It was a computer application meet and you did sing, right? So how were you encouraged to sing, and how did it help you to gain your confidence?
So actually I used to learn singing from Shankar Madhavan Academy,
Okay.
but I had left singing I think during my 11th and 12th.
Right.
So I was like I didn't had any idea plan of singing here, but our sir, SD sir, he had encouraged me, and he had said that you can sing, and he had introduced me to our seniors.
Right.
So from there, and I was not going to sing at all, and they were like, sing, please sing, you will have beautiful memories.
Right.
and finally I
And did you
sang.
have beautiful memories? You
Yes,
still remember them?
yes.
Okay. Now, I would like to know, because you also mentioned about your friends, and you said that you've made friends for lifetime, if I'm not wrong, right? They were very sweet and they were very kind to you. So I would like to know a little bit about, the memorable times that you've spent with your friends. When, I mean, in terms of group study, if you've done any group study or within the class, okay. And of course, do you think that they are watching this show right now, okay? And how do you think that they reacted with the fact that you got placed? What was their reaction, and did you all have a party after you came to know about your placement?
I think yes, they are watching this show. And talking about group study, we did a lot of group study. I think I should thank Google Meet for that.
Okay.
Like, we did a lot of group study, and that helped us. I think every one of us. It was
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. Like, I think one of our group project we completed. It was during night, some 3 o'clock or something. We were in Google
Okay.
Meet completing the project,
Right.
but it was wonderful. And
Any specific memory that you have from with your friends that
uh,
you still remember and cherish?
I think these only. I remember one incident. Me and another of my friend, we used to sit in the front bench, and we used to listen to all professors' classes like
Right.
very attentively. So during the last semester, we had a very like hard subject going on,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to like very full focus. We used to listen to sir's teaching and all. And then what happened? One fine day, I was also absent, and she was also absent. And the next day, we came to class, and we were like, "What is this going on? We cannot understand anything because we lost
Mm-hmm. Right.
that thing." Then our sir had taught us again, and
Right.
then we were able to understand.
Right. But there is a moral here, okay, to all the students watching this. There's a moral here. Please don't bunk your classes. Otherwise, this thing keeps happening. And, the faculty is always there to help you. But yes, that's once in a while only, right? Yeah. So now moving on to the next question. I'm sure. Oh, you did not tell us anything about, how was your friend's reaction, and did you party at all?
They were very excited and happy, and they were like, "We are very happy for you." So they
Right.
were so sweet. And many of my friends also got placed in TCS as well.
Right.
So we were like congratulating each other.
Okay, yeah. So, how did your family respond to your success? I mean, in terms of relatives and everybody. So, how did they respond to that?
Everyone is very happy. They congratulated me so much, and they are like very proud of you and all.
Right. Now, at this point, I would like to mention to all my viewers that, of course, our parents love and nurture us unconditionally, right? And the university acknowledges their silent sacrifices, emphasizing family values and teaching students to maintain strong ties with their family and their heritage, even amidst the pursuit of success. We encourage everyone to respect and value their family and especially their parents. Our ongoing initiative, Briddhohin Hok Briddhashram, on one hand highlights our dedication to social service and supporting the elderly who are left without a support system, and on the other hand stresses the importance of honoring and standing by our parents throughout their lives. Now, having said that, my next question to you is that, so of course, as I've mentioned, that parents play a very big role in our personal and of course our professional lives. So, how would you define your parents' contribution to your journey so far, from school to university, and now you are of course entering your professional life? So, what has their contribution to be? What has their contribution been, and of course, how would you define that contribution?
I think it's their contribution only. So they have been always very, very supportive.
Right.
And I think whatever I am, it's because of them only.
Right. And tell us about an incident, about your parent, your mom or your dad, who have sort of been there, say during your exams, or even while before the day before you appeared for your interview. What were your parents advising you?
Keep calm, focus, don't get nervous. These only. They have always been supporting me like from childhood till now. And I think they will be like supporting me always.
Right. Yeah. So my next question is that is there anyone in particular to whom you would like to dedicate your success?
My parents only,
Yeah.
and my grandfather.
Okay. Your grandfather. Tell us a little bit about him.
Um, he's always supportive, and he's very caring, very sweet.
Right. And why did you choose to pursue computer application? Was there any reason? Anybody, your parents or anybody in your family who encouraged you to pursue the field?
Actually, from my childhood, the one subject where I always used to get good marks is computer only. But
Okay.
after 12th, I was confused that what should I do. Then I thought, why not computer?
Right. Okay.
Because that's only has been my favorite subject. Then why not that?
Okay, sure, sure. Now, Tapoja, I would like to ask you, since we also talk a lot about the nation, and we talk about a lot about our responsibilities as citizens, right? So, I would like you to ask as to what kind of role does the nation play in shaping you as an individual, as a citizen?
I think our India is very culturally diverse,
Right,
and every part has different languages.
right,
So my father had transferable job.
right.
So I used to, I have I think changed some 9 to 10 schools.
Okay.
So I think that has helped me a lot, like going to one place, then like shifting schools basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has helped me a lot in making me diverse.
Okay, sure. Now, I would like to tell my viewers again that at Techno India University, we strive to instill essential human values and, of course, ethical principle, fostering an environment conducive to both academic and moral development. We also nurture patriotism by honoring our national heroes and soldiers who safeguard the borders. We are glad that our students are imbibing nationalistic sentiments and are trying to contribute to the growth of our nation in their own unique ways. Right now, we've spoken about how the nation shapes your personality, or you as a citizen. But how do you envision yourself contributing to the betterment of society and, of course, your country, given the kind of the kind of society that we are in, and things that are in news now? What do you think would be your responsibility as a citizen?
I think everyone should be kind, should be helpful, and I think if something wrong is going on, we should definitely speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think we should help the animals and like prevent cutting trees and all. So that is also necessary.
Right. Now, Tapoja, I would like to ask you that, of course, it is. I mean, you've spoken about this before, but a little bit about, maintaining a work-life balance, maintaining a professional balance. What do you think? How would you maintain that balance at this point? Because, of course, you're, as I mentioned, that transitioning from your from your student life to, of course, you're entering a new realm altogether. So how would you maintain that work life balance, and what are the steps you would be taking?
I think time management
Yes,
is
very
very
important.
important,
Yes.
and also prioritizing tasks. What is necessary, we need
Mm-hmm.
to do it first,
Mm-hmm.
then other.
Right, yeah. And tell us a little bit about, so because you're a computer application student, I would like to ask you whether, since artificial intelligence is, of course, it's trending, and, more and more students are inquisitive about that. And, of course, with the advent of Chat GPT and all of that, which, of course, came in much later because you're a pass out, right?
Mm.
So, how do you think that, we can make good use of artificial intelligence? We can make good use of applications like Chat GPT in our lives, in our professional as well as in our educational lives.
I think ChatGPT is not bad. I mean, ChatGPT shouldn't use us. Like
Hmm.
we should know how to use ChatGPT. Like we
Hmm.
should not like paste everything ChatGPT writes to us.
Hmm.
We should get the idea from that and then write it. on our own.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the better way to use ChatGPT.
Right. And tell us a little bit about, so you've transitioned from your first year and then you've been to your second year. So tell us a little bit about some of the placement and some of the job opportunities that you were, you of course, received, from the placement and the training, department. So tell us a little bit about that. So when did that start, and how, and what was the process like?
I think by the end of our first year, we started getting those placement drives and all.
Mm-hmm.
So we had started applying for it. I remember applying for a number of companies,
Mm-hmm.
and although it was like not very big company, but it was like good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I applied there, and for few companies I had cracked the first level, and for few I had cracked the second level also, but
Right.
I did not reach the interview level.
Right. And so it is very important for us that whenever we face any kind of rejection, we of course take two steps back, and that of course is it's not good for students, because of course they need to sort of be resilient, and of course come back, come back and show a lot of resilience, and show a lot of they should pursue things better. So what is your opinion about that? So whenever you face rejection, what did you do then? Any
Mm,
advice your parents used to give you?
like they said that focus on the next one, just forget about what happened,
Right,
focus on for the next one.
right. And how did you maintain that balance? So you had exams, you had classes, and you also had to prepare for placement. So could you tell our student viewers about how you maintained again a balance between all the three?
Like making timetables,
Right.
like
So can you tell us explain a little bit more about that? How to go about making timetable?
I think first we have to see like that if the next day we are having some assignments or projects, so definitely we have to focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the weekends we are almost like free, so
Right.
that day we can focus on preparing for the placements and all.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
And aptitude classes were already being done in university as well.
Right. So it is very, I think I learned 3 points from you. Of course, it's very important to manage your time, I think. And secondly, it's very important that you of course maintain a time sheet or a timetable. And of course, third and the most important thing is that you maintain that balance, where you have weekends, you have free weekends, and of course that is the time when you prepare. And along with that, you have to be very regular for your grooming classes, right? That is very, very important, right? Now speaking about grooming classes, I would like to ask you, what are the skills that you learned? So what are the skills you felt that were lacking within you, and what are the skills you learned before you actually sat in front of the interview panel?
We were taught actually all the skills, like starting from verbal ability to numerical ability, then quantitative, qualitative, everything, then advanced numerical also. Then we were taught all the things that are necessary.
Hmm.
So I think that helped me a lot.
Right. So Tapoja, I would like to ask you, since you're a woman, right, and you will be entering a professional field. So, what do you think would be some of the challenges that you would be facing, or if they wouldn't be challenges, but of course you would be dealing with a lot of workplace issues, I would say. And so yeah, there would be some challenges. Of course, we all face that. So, how would you be tackling that in your own way as a woman?
I think I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet,
Mm.
but I think I will be always uh, like truthful. I think truth always works.
Prevails, yes, of course, truth
Yes.
prevails. And
Uh, I don't know.
and of course I think sincerity is of course very
Yes.
important, that you do your work on time and
Hmm.
then you finish everything on a deadline, right, within the deadline. Of course, that is of course very, very important. And what are the other skills that you learned while you were while you were attending the grooming classes?
we should be we should not be nervous. I
Hmm.
also, one another thing I learned, that is stage fear. I had a lot of stage fear, but
Yeah.
now I'm trying to overcome it, so
Yeah.
that also helped me.
So did you overcome your stage fear while in the interview?
Yeah,
Yes, you
somewhat.
did. Okay. And what else? What else did you learn? What are the other skills you learned? Anything about confidence?
Yes,
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
like being confident is always important. Like
Mm-hmm.
if we are not confident enough, then everything shatters. So confidence is very much important. Although I'm not very confident.
No, no, you appear very confident, and all my viewers will agree with that. And of course, we didn't hear much about your experience with your faculty. So, could you tell us a little bit about this one particular faculty, or with this one particular teacher of yours who you're going to remember, and you're going to remember their advice, or you're going to cherish them, even after you enter your professional life. Some of the advices that they have given you.
I think we were very lucky that all our professors were very nice, very kind, very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have to take one name, it's very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say KB sir. He was very supportive, and he was also our project guide
Hmm.
during the last semester.
Right. Okay, Tapoja, since you sing very well, may I request you to sing a few lines? Okay, maybe one or two lines for all of us. Okay, so if you would like to sing the song you sung on the day of the computer application meet, we would be very happy to hear that. But any other song will do. So if you can just sing two
Um,
lines for us,
which song?
any song you like.
Okay, I don't remember any song now. So that song which I sang that day,
Yes, of course. Please go
it
ahead.
was बातें ये कभी ना.
Definitely.
हम्म, बातें ये कभी ना तू भूलना, कोई तेरे खातिर है जी रहा, जाए तो कहीं भी ये सोचना, कोई तेरे खातिर है जी रहा.
It's you have a lovely voice, and let me
Thank
congratulate
you,
you on
ma'am.
that as well. This was very well sung. Right. So with that, we come to the end of this episode, and I thank you for sharing your invaluable insights, Tapuja. So there are very excellent tips that you've given us today on, say, for instance, maintaining work-life balance, the kind of friends that you've made, how Techno India made you feel at home, okay, your participation in cultural activities, and of course, a lot of insight on, what the placement cell has done for you, what the grooming team has done for you in terms of the skills that you've learned. So we did learn a lot. And as we conclude today's episode, I would like to express my gratitude to Tapuja for joining us and sharing her journey with us. We wish her success in her future endeavors, and we hope that her story will inspire others to follow their dreams. Thank you and good night.